This weather report is brought to you by the King Living Summer Sale.
It's been a day of heartbreak for thousands of Queenslanders across the southeast. Residents in Moreton Bay and around Brisbane's north were hardest hit by the sudden deluge, with more than a month's worth of rain falling in hours. 6 evacuation centres have been opened in Moreton Bay. Hundreds remain without power, roads are cut, and some schools are expected to stay closed tomorrow. Locals are still counting the cost of damage to their homes and businesses, and now the recovery begins. And there's also the hidden aftermath of all this wild weather. High humidity and moisture has caused a mould outbreak in the southeast. Tonight we have expert advice on how to avoid it.
First it's the rain, destructive winds and floods, and then the real aftermath.
We picked up mostly lots of more jobs, and because we picked up the more job because it is moisture.
This home in Wishart, victim of a perfect storm of high humidity and moisture.
They're running the aircon and they're not ventilating inside the building, and then humidity going high.
Growing in just 4 to 7 days, the experts at D&D Cleaning have been called in.
We continue to have wet days, and that doesn't help in terms of the property drying out quickly.
Red Hill-based cleaner Steve West has been inundated.
Once mould gets a foothold in a house, in the right conditions, it can spread over all the walls and ceilings.
It can be hidden, posing serious health risks.
You really need to get a mould removal specialist to come in and check out whether it is in your wall cavity.
The recent East Coast storms have been declared an insurance catastrophe. More than 65,000 claims have been lodged in New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland, with 45,000 from the Sunshine State alone.
We're just over about 5,700 claims that have been lodged in relation to southeast Queensland.
If your home is damaged during a weather event, call your insurer. Take photos and videos, make a list of damaged items and throw away anything which could pose a health risk.
Water coming in through roofs, under the eaves, things like that. So typical sort of damage we're seeing.
Which in many cases is caused by clogged gutters.
All it takes is one bad storm and you're looking at hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of repairs.
Which could be avoided with routine maintenance. Anna McGraw, 7 News.
Weather time now. Tony, the rain has started to ease.
Yes, Max, welcome news for those needing to clean up today. The heaviest rain is now clearing away. This was the view at Kedron Brook mid-morning, a torrent, but that's after the water has dropped almost a metre. The rain set in last night off the tail end of yesterday's inland storms. Bursts of very heavy rainfall around Sanford and the North Pine region before clearing further north across the Sunshine Coast today. And at the moment, it is also rapidly easing back, just some lighter rain over far northern parts of the Sunshine Coast. The severe weather warning remains current, mentioning that broad thread of heavy rain and flash flooding. For now, there are no areas of that really dangerous, more intense rain. Zooming out, ex-cyclone Kirrily remains in the west of the state and is still bringing heavy rain there, while storm warnings are also current around the eastern inland too. Looking ahead, more heavy rain around ex-Kirrily and lots of storms in the humid air across central and northern parts of Queensland. It eases a bit in the south. The rain should linger around Gari and the northern Sunshine Coast overnight before clearing away offshore near a trough and low. And there is a chance that that system could eventually become a tropical cyclone well out to sea in a few days' time. I'll keep you updated if that looks more likely down the track. That's a problem for another day at the moment. Around the capitals tomorrow, Perth continues to heat up, 38 degrees, Adelaide dry and 26. For northern Queensland, heavy rain from Mount Isa to the Gulf, then widespread storms spreading across towards the east coast both overnight and through tomorrow. Over southern districts, those storms extend down towards Longreach, Emerald, Rockhampton, Gladstone. The last of the rain should continue around that Fraser coast before easing, and overall much quieter in the south. Across the southeast, early rain or showers clearing the Sunshine Coast, then mostly dry and some sunny breaks returning. But please be wary of those lingering floodwaters. Staying muggy overnight and tomorrow, 23 up to 30 degrees in Ferdy Grove. Boaties, a windy day on Moreton Bay. We're looking at southeast winds between 15 and 25 knots. So in Brisbane, partly cloudy skies for your Wednesday, 23 tonight, back up to 30 degrees, and we stay dry for a while. 31 on Thursday, up to 33 on Friday, and the nights get slightly less humid. In Ipswich, more sunshine on offer into Thursday and Friday, heating up to 35 degrees to finish the week. Gold Coasters, 29 Thursday, up to 30 or 31 from Friday through the weekend, and plenty of sunny breaks. And on the Sunshine Coast, also drying up and no significant rain on the horizon, just the odd shower returning into next week. Max, we're drying up. That'll be welcome news for anyone cleaning up.
Sure will. Thanks for that, Tony. Before we go, here's a look at a special report we have for you tomorrow night.
On 7 News, getting children back to school and off their devices.
As a parent, we've all experienced that battleground.
How parents can break the holiday
It
habits.
can be difficult if we just say when that's finished now.
The new solutions helping families reduce screen time peacefully. On 7 News, Queensland's #1.
And that's all from us this Tuesday. Thanks for your company. The latest from 7 News is at 11:15 tonight. But for now, from all the team, have a good night.